Hey everybody, my name is Lisa. I live in Langley, BC, which is just outside of Vancouver. I'm a 44-year-old woman. I have had a lot of helpful tips, some not so helpful, but a lot of helpful tips and stories from Reels and TikTok. So I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring because maybe I'll help somebody. Maybe somebody will have some ideas for me. I don't know. This is me, fully no makeup, whatever. This is not a makeup tutorial. These bags, they stay. Now, I just got back from camping, so about 15 minutes ago. So don't mind the outfit. I want to talk to you about mental health. How my journey has been affected. So I was born and raised, same town, Langley. I was always a very anxious kid. I was nervous. I preferred to spend my time alone in my bed and in my bedroom watching TV, just, myself. I was the oldest of three. Which was fine, and my parents just kind of let it because that was easy for them. I didn't realize it was a coping mechanism until much later on. So I went to school, I graduated, I went to college, I became a photographer, I got married, I had my daughter at 25, and bam, I was hit with postpartum depression and anxiety, like out of this world. So my husband was smart enough at that time to take me to our doctor right away. He actually did. The doctor had made him keep a special eye out because we have a family history of mental issues, depression, anxiety, bipolar, all those things. So my husband was vigilant. He knew what to look for, and I got on meds at 25. Our marriage didn't last much longer than that, unfortunately. And so I became a single parent, and I was working 12-hour days down in Vancouver. I wouldn't see my daughter in the daylight unless it was the weekend during the winter. It was so hard. There wasn't a lot of support around. Her dad lived 8 hours away. I did have her grandparents. They tried, they helped, everybody pitched in. But her dad died when she was 7. I stopped working in 2010. I had what people would consider maybe a nervous breakdown or burnout, or I'm not sure. I went on long-term disability, and there I've been ever since. And the worst question I get asked is, when are you going back to work? Well, the answer is maybe when I can live my life and be able to be responsible enough to have a job. And I say that with a lot of pain in my chest because it was definitely not my plan. This is not the way I wanted my life to happen. I was still married to my husband when he passed away. I was a widow. I've been a widow. But I have a wonderful fiance now. We've been together for 9 years. My daughter is 18, graduated college. My son is almost 28, dismissed from my stepson. And he's engaged, and I have a 13-year-old grandson, and I love them all to pieces. But my daily struggles are, I've been diagnosed with what was borderline personality disorder from my psychiatrist, along with a severe anxiety and depression. Now also, when I would turn 40, my eyes stopped producing oils and water, so I spent a good 3 years going from doctor to doctor to doctor, trying to get help, getting more depressed every time I found a new doctor that didn't help me and just cost me a whole bunch of money. I've blacked out my bedroom, so it's my cave and my safe space. I did build a theater in our house this last winter for something to do. It's something I always wanted to do. So now we have that set up too, so that's another safe space for my eyes. But I found my ninth doctor I found helped me so much. I'm out of pain. I was able to camp this weekend and not have pain, be able to enjoy it as normal. Now I'll go back to the camping. I have my trailer set up so that it's pretty much identical to my house. I picked the mattress, I blacked out the windows, I have my blankets, I take the stuff I need to make it feel like it's home. I keep the same schedule that I keep at home generally, so that my body doesn't get too out of whack. So right now I have, this year has been incredibly difficult. I got a very large concussion in November, and I actually smacked my bedside table across here. I passed out and down here, and I looked like a unicorn. And the effects of that are still, the concussion are still going on. I broke my foot twice, once in December, once in January, and I couldn't drive. So it got me into an incredibly deep depression. Then I tried to say, what is it that I really want in life? And what I really want in life was to have more children, be a mom more than I am now. And so I lost my baby in 2010, and I lost the second in 2019 with my current partner, and we were devastated. And then we found out afterwards that we just found out in April that we're not able to do anything about any sort of fertility treatments. So we're pivoting to what do you call, like empty nest sort of thing. Working on his and I relationship. We're getting married in October. It's important to me to not be classified as a widow anymore, and to get my name changed. My daughter is of age now. I don't need the same last name as her anymore. But my days are hard, and most people will be like, what? Hard? What do? You sit there and you lie there and you watch TV all day, or, you may knit, or you may bake bread, but you don't do anything, and you don't want to do anything. And they don't understand. They really don't know the struggle of what it takes for me to have something planned and follow through with it without a major meltdown. And when I do follow through with it, like this weekend, we had a major meltdown, and our truck broke down about an hour and a half away from home, and I had to pivot at the side of the road and find us a campsite right then and there on the Friday of a long weekend. So I can handle some stress, depends on the day, depends on the time and the situation. I do take care of our family's finances mostly just because I'm home and it's good. But as far as my mental health comes, this is the worst, the most depressed episode I've ever had that I can remember. And the hardest it's been in my life for me to just do the basic necessities. So I have an occupational therapist coming in this week, as well as some home health aides. They're going to start working with me on exposure therapy. If something's really important, like buy my wedding dress, I make sure that my daughter can be with me, or my husband, depending on the situation, kind of like my emotional support person. And they'll drive, and I just go along with it. But I want people to know out there, I'm medicating for ADHD, being medicated for ADHD. because they can't tell the difference between a traumatic brain and an ADHD brain. So it's really no different. It's just treated exactly the same. People can say I'm wrong, but that's what my doctor told me. And so anyways, but my ADHD behavior has become incredibly amplified since I've been depressed. I'll only one thing for a month at a time or 2 weeks at a time. Drinks are the same, all that. So I want you to know you're not alone out there. Please feel free to message me. Like I said, I'm on social media a lot because my days are pretty empty and pretty lonely. My friends are generally virtual because I don't get out to see them, and the friends I do have are frustrated because of my inconsistencies and unavailability and reliability, and I don't blame them. I would be frustrated too. But after 14 years on disability, I'm still, to this day, get the question, are you ever gonna go back to work? What is it about going out of the house to work that means so much to people? Because my life is incredibly fulfilled with what I have, and I don't need any more in my life. I would like more, but I don't need any more. And work just never satisfied me, and it doesn't satisfy me, but that's neither here nor there. It's just, I feel being with my mental health and my mental capacity, the only thing I've been able to do for the last 14 years is raise my daughter. And God has thrown curveball after curveball after curveball at me, but I still managed to get her to 18 and through college, and loan free and debt free, and set up for life. So I feel very proud of myself. I'm very happy with my family. I just wish that I could be happy with my brain. And I wish my brain and my body would connect, and I would have a heart rate of 120 when I'm just resting outside the house. So anyways, I'm gonna have to split this up into parts and edit it. And my name is Lisa, so please say hi. Thanks.